Welcome to a journey into the complex and fascinating world of genetically modified organisms, commonly known as GMOs. These are living organisms whose genetic material has been altered through modern biotechnology, and they have sparked intense debates across the globe. GMOs first made their debut in the early 1990s, with the introduction of genetically engineered crops like pest-resistant corn and herbicide-tolerant soybeans. Since then, the technology has rapidly spread across the globe, becoming a central part of modern agriculture. At the core of the GMO debate lies a profound ethical dilemma. Should humans have the power to alter the fundamental building blocks of life? Genetic modification allows us to manipulate DNA in ways that were once unimaginable. But with this power comes responsibility. By changing the genetic makeup of plants, animals, and potentially even humans, we open the door to a host of moral questions. If we choose to modify the fabric of life, we must also decide how to manage the risks and ensure that these advancements serve the greater good. Many believe that GMOs could be the solution to world hunger, offering higher crop yields and enhanced nutritional content to feed a growing global population. By making crops more resilient to pests and environmental challenges, GMOs have the potential to boost food security in regions facing shortages. As we explore this technology's promise, we must also consider the responsibility of managing these risks for future generations. Most scientific studies to date have concluded that GMOs are safe for consumption, with no immediate health risk identified. Regulatory agencies like the FDA, WHO, and EFSA have reviewed numerous studies and found no significant evidence linking GMOs to health problems. However, the debate is far from settled, as many experts argue that we still lack comprehensive, long-term research on their full impact. While short-term studies show no apparent harm, the potential for long-term effects on human health remains unclear. Despite widespread reassurances from regulatory bodies and scientific studies suggesting that GMOs are safe for consumption, concerns persist. Could there be health issues associated with GMOs that we have yet to discover? The science behind GMOs is still relatively young, and while no immediate harm has been identified, the potential for long-term effects remains a question. Genetic modifications might introduce subtle changes that, over decades, could manifest in unexpected ways. Some worry that these changes could trigger allergies, affect gut health, or even impact immune responses in ways that aren't fully understood. I choose to grow GMO corn because it provides a higher yield, allowing me to produce more and earn a better income at the market. With its resistance to pests and tolerance to herbicides, I spend less on pesticides and see more consistent results, which helps support my family and farm. However, not everyone in my community shares this enthusiasm. In the Philippines, GMOs have become a focal point of intense debate, dividing opinions across the agricultural sector. Many farmers are embracing genetically modified crops, particularly GMO corn, due to the significant economic advantages. These crops offer higher yields, improved resistance to pests, and reduced reliance on chemical pesticides, which translates to increased profitability and greater food security. For small-scale farmers, this can mean the difference between struggling to make ends meet and thriving in a competitive market. Studies on GMO crops show no direct evidence of serious health risks, with regulatory bodies and independent researchers finding them safe in the short term. Research has looked at their nutritional value, allergenicity, and environmental impact. However, as science evolves, more research is essential to fully understand long-term effects, particularly on health, biodiversity, and ecosystems. Subtle impacts might only become apparent over time, and sensitivities can vary among populations. Ongoing study and careful monitoring are needed to ensure informed decisions as our understanding of GMOs advances. The debate over GMO safety continues, with advocates highlighting benefits like food security, better nutrition, and reduced pesticide use, viewing GMOs as essential to addressing population growth and climate challenges. Conversely, skeptics urge caution, pointing to complex ecosystems and potential long-term health risks. Social and economic issues like corporate seed control, effects on small farmers, and demands for labeling transparency add complexity. As public opinion shifts and new studies emerge, this dialogue extends beyond science touching ethical, environmental, and socioeconomic concerns, leaving policymakers, consumers, and farmers to balance innovation with precaution. Balancing public health protection with agricultural innovation is crucial in regulating GMOs, requiring rigorous safety assessments and public trust. While countries like the US embrace GMOs for food security, regions such as Europe and parts of Asia and Africa impose strict restrictions due to concerns over health, environment, and ethics. These divergent policies affect global trade, making the future of GMOs reliant on scientific progress and international cooperation. The debate over GMOs must be guided by responsibility, with scientists, policymakers, and consumers working together to ensure that biotechnology is approached with caution and integrity. Beyond asking if GMOs are safe, we must assess their necessity in tackling global challenges like food security, climate change, and malnutrition, while also considering alternative farming practices. By fostering informed dialogue that balances innovation with sustainability and reflects ethical, environmental, and public health concerns, we can make responsible decisions for the future of food systems.